Today is the other big day. We did the Araxia build. We did the Valkyr. I did the Kullervo augment as well. I really think that the augments were pretty easy to understand. I was like, oh, this is nice. You know, there's a lot of I don't know, normal stuff that I'm used to, kind of that kind of thing. But I gotta get stuff plugged in. But yeah, we're covering the weapons today. So obviously, you know, I got Araxia right then and there, and then farmed out the weapons as normal, and it is worth it. I will say, I might savor it till the end, but I do think the Thalys is the strongest. Welcome in, my boy. I think that was Hammy. Yep, exactly. But let's get our stuff all tabbed over. We've got a couple things that we got to plug in, obviously. So what I was thinking is, I'm gonna refresh this, and then I think I might just run. Oh, I didn't change it. Oh, that's fine. I'll run this right away. Right at the start. Oh, did I have Abex 4 just followed? I appreciate it. I'm running the ad right at the start. I'll have the game you stream. That's why I decided to follow you. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I do run the ad right at the start, and then we can get some pre-rolls going. But are we joining next stream with your friends? Yeah. All right. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand now, chat. I'm fine with running the ad break, but I will say, yeah, the Thalys, I guess I kind of waffled a little bit too much, so apologies there. But the Thalys is my favorite. Obviously, I mean, the Synoid Simulor was the last one that I needed. I did a video on the Athadai already, but yeah, I mean, it's an Incarnon. First of all, you know, I'm rocking a more basic Incarnon setup at this point. It is still Influence, but it is not too terrible. But I think I've plugged everything in successfully, and we've run the ad break, so I should be good to go to cover all this stuff now, and I just have to click one more thing in. So Spinnerex is weird. What is it? I mean, it's a whip. So I'm using the Nira mod. I want to use it. I want to do the whip slam build. And so I wanted to take advantage of the built-in effect, but like you'll see it. It's just as much toxin damage as I can possibly get. So it's a very unique Amar build. It's not something you see every day, but it is still kind of like a slam nuke build. Let's get right into it, though. I feel like I should cover Spinnerex now that I talked about it. Scyotid is a whole different. We're gonna cover it next, but yeah, just a slam build. That's it. I'm using. Oh, I don't have any crit stats or anything like that, so this is just nearest contempt. Normal pressure point. I don't even have prime pressure point. I'm saving myself one forma. I should put an extra forma in and make it prime pressure point. But then yes, seismic wave, and then of course the Nira set bonus. Just one piece of the Nira. You have Mesa Prime build? Yeah, I can definitely show that when I get through these weapons. Yeah, Weeping Wounds. So here's the thing that I mentioned with all the slam builds. Galvanized Reflex, Galvanized Elementalist, and Weeping Wound. So this is 80 initial combo, which is a 5x combo, which is 4 stacks of Weeping Wounds. So it's 160 status chance, and then Galvanized Elementalist is giving you 120 status chance. So you got quite a bit. I don't know if it reflects it properly. I don't know. I don't think I'm only getting toxin damage on the slam. I think the slam might have a little bit of blast in there still. So it is just leaning into toxin as much as Prime Fever Strike is crazy. I was like, wait a minute, I remember, I know how this works. So yeah, that's a decent amount of status chance, but it is only a whip. But here's the weird one. Here's something that I have held off and been bad about for so long. I want to see what Hammy sent me. Oh yeah, Valkyrie. Oh, look at this. A mod conflict for the Thalys, yeah. Melee afflictions. Mine was like rank 2. And I was like, fuck it. Put the plat down. Spent some plat there. You guys can see I spent some plat. That's what I use it for. I make use of it when I need it. I realized you can't get it, and you just have to either do Ascension or pay plat. I was like, okay. So, yeah. When enemies affected by status effects gain 6 additional stacks when they're knocked down or flung. So, you know, when you do a heavy slam and it lifts enemies, then you just get 6 extra toxin status effects, and that's it. So you have to kill them with toxin, like the toxin damage. The toxin damage does have to build up and kill, I think, to proc the unique trait. What is it? On death, enemies have 10% chance to burst for each stack of toxin spread. Oh, on death. Okay. Spreading toxin damage. Okay, so it's a pretty low chance. So that's why I'm like, if you want to just use this, just put in gas and influence and just use it as a whip. I think that's like totally fine. I try to lean into it as best as I could. Obviously, that means I don't have influence. Yeah. Sort of Clinton. Yep. Appreciate it, Dane. It's good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I've been hanging on this build long enough, but you will see that it has a pretty dog shit heavy slam radius, but it's just big enough. I mean, obviously, you know how the bonk works, but yeah, I gotta move a little bit quicker. This one, Scyotid. Oh my god, I hope I'm saying that right. Blast and corrosive with secondary enervate. That was kind of it. Here's the thing, chat. I started to realize that I love blast as a damaging status effect, but it also means that you know, I was just testing it against armor, and I was like, oh shit, I guess the only thing it really suffers against is armor. So, you know, I went with enervate. And that extra mod is, of course, Jolt. So you could get rid of Hornet Strike because you have gun condition overload, and then you could put something else in. But currently, that's how I have it set up. I realize that you can basically nuke anything else. It just deals so much fucking damage. So, do you have Prime Target Cracker for trade? No, I haven't purchased any extras currently. I have somewhat of a stockpile to get ducats from, but it's not the huge stockpile. I appreciate the 186 likes over on TikTok. Thank you. Do you have a Chroma credit farm build? Are you talking about the orb? Interesting. Maybe. I have specific weapons that I use for the orb, but that's kind of about where it ends. But yeah, what do I say about the Scyotid besides it pulls enemies in? It pulls up to 8 enemies within 10 meters. And it's what is the base multi-shot? 4? Yeah, it shoots. It's 2 things, I guess. So that's a lot of multi-shot. That's why I'm using Prime Heated Charge. I'm trying to just lean into the blast, and so sometimes I forget to use the alt fire, but I like the alt fire. I think that people are like, this alt fire is fucking good. Yeah, shotgun kunai. Yeah, it's so fucking GG. It's fucking. It's what is that? The Mission Impossible movie, Mission Impossible Fallout. Am I thinking of the right one? I should cover Thalys real quick. The Synoid Simulor. You know, if I catch it in the ad break, then that's fine. I'm just gonna. Oh, I just scrolled to the bottom, don't I? Yeah. Okay. All right, Thalys. Quite a bit to cover. It adds seeds, damaging shards. They're like these seeds, I guess. What else do I say, chat? On weapon status effect, 0.1 range, stacks 20 times. You could get attack speed. It's criminal, man. 20 initial combo. Enemy hit by slide attack. It's pretty good. Combo count on shard damage. You might actually get a lot of stuff from that. And then, of course, reach 3 times combo and heavy attack to activating Carnage Form. So I might test. Here's what I want to do, chat. I want to see how much combo I get from that. Combo count. +1 combo count on shard damage. So That just makes it easier. The other choice is jump height and ground finishers knock enemies down. No, I don't care. And then if I have heavy attacks, detonate shards. So these are like different ways to play with the shards. Shards grow whenever a new shard. No, you can kind of read through all of them. I was like, nah, I'm making shit explode. I won't say anything else. And there's the mods. Pretty basic. It's just electricity melee influence. That's what I realized. Can you show the Mesa Prime build? Yeah, I got one more build for the actual showcase of the new shit that's come out. And then I owe a Chroma credit farm. I have a loadout, I think, for Chroma, and I can show a Mesa build as well. So we're in the ad. So I covered the main weapons. The Simulor build is fucking weird. I don't think the Simulor is like the crazy strongest weapon. Oh wait, what did I miss? Its pull range scales off a multi-shot. Yeah. Well, I think it's like the pull effectiveness and stuff. But of course, you gotta use prime reach. You gotta use prime reach, man. What else can I say? That's it. That's all I leaned into it. I did want to also use galvanized elementalist, but I was like, fuck it, man. It's just gonna be a 60-60 for electricity, and fucking, goodness gracious, way too much range, stupid ass range. And so suddenly the forward combo, which is 100s all around the board, versus this insanely slow standing combo. It's perfect for Valkyrie melee, yeah. Thalys Build is meant for Valkyrie, yeah. I'm reading through the restream chat. Okay, the ad break has started, so yeah, we pretty much nailed it. So it does have a force slash proc at 200% on the first hit, and then it's got a very silly one, but yeah, the discipline's merit melee influence just dealing a zillion damage build is kind of nice. And I gotta say, yeah, if it's for Valkyrie, then even more goated. But this is the last one. This is a weird fucking weapon. This is a strange weapon. If I were to replace this with anything, I would probably just replace it with Rifle Elementalist. So, you know, normally this weapon like shoots these orbs that like bounce around, and they have these like lingering damage clouds, and then they combine together and explode. Now you just shoot something in the face and it explodes. Appreciate the 1.3 thousand likes on TikTok. I missed that. Tellurium, welcome in. Okay. And then yeah, that's like all I wanted to cover. Is it's okay, what does it do? Yeah, it makes them explode immediately. These things are really slow, so they have a lot of projectile range fall off, so they just stop moving after a certain point and you get fucked over. But that's all I wanted to cover. Is it an insanely powerful weapon? No, absolutely fucking not. But hey, if it shows up in the circuit, I'll survive a little better. It was pretty good in the circuit. I found that like this existing build that I have, but it's mainly just for this Riven. I just recently rerolled it, multi-shot heat, so skewing that shit towards heat. And you'll kind of see it. It's a weird weapon, but I'll show it off in the gameplay. But I owe a Mesa build first of all. Where's Mesa? Mesa is somewhere in this list. No, I'll just type her in. Fine, I'll just type it. Okay. Oh, did I recently? No, this is just a. So these are. I don't think this is mandatory, but this is kind of nice. Energy max and effectiveness on energy orbs, and then of course duration and strength. So it's really just. Congratulations, chat. It's just roar and shooting gallery. That's all I play with Arcane Avenger. I'm very passive, and then if I swap to the 4, I swap to it for like a split second. I don't use Hotshot. I know you can use Hotshot, and then just swap to Peacemaker and get a zillion, billion, million crit chance. But I like using Mesa in like an Archimedia because you just provide your squad with roar and shooting gallery, and then you have Arcane Avenger on top of that. This is 95% damage reduction with double shield regen and arcane aegis, so it's still very, very tanky to just. It's funny, like I kind of lean into it too much. I use all these weird weapons, and so I have a lot of survivability, so that if I'm like stuck standing on the ground trying to aim this weird ass weapon. Why don't you do a red crit build? I kind of just explained it that I use Peacemaker for like a split second. I have Peacemaker active for like 10 seconds at a time, maybe like every minute and a half or 2 minutes. Like, I'm very passive. That was kind of what I was getting at, is like I just use the buffs. She just gives me a double buff, and then I just run around with my guns. I just run around as normal. And then if I need to use Peacemaker, I'll use it. It's a little bit of a nerf, but you know. I think that on Peacemaker it should be, because obviously Avenger is 45%. But I think Hotshot is getting you like it's getting you like maybe double, maybe like 1.5 times more. You're getting a lot more crit chance, that's for sure. Like you're maybe getting like 75% extra crit chance, maybe 80%, something like that. 90 would be double, which I feel like would be insane. But I know that the math checks out. Like basically anything above 15% is better. Can you show me again the yellow crystal? Oh yeah. That is the effectiveness on energy orbs. It just makes energy orbs give me 43 energy instead of 25. That's it. And so if I dump a lot of energy, 75, 50, and 75, I'm spending that every 35 or 40 seconds. So I end up accumulating that and being less greedy. Like I don't have vacuum on my companion. I haven't had it for God knows how long. Is that primary worth it? No. I don't think Simulor with the augment is crazy. I think what this is like a circuit patch. Like a lot of these, I think Athadai was a lot better, but some of them I'm like, okay, now it just functions. If I get it in like an Archimedia, then I won't just die. So that's kind of where I'm at, is like, it's cool now. You'll see it. I mean, I'm going to show off all three at once. I'm going to show off the Thalys later, because I'm actually going to be spamming the fuck out of the Thalys is so fucking good. I mean, it's obvious because it's an incarnate, so it kind of has to be. But yeah, I think the Scyotid is number 2 for sure. And then, we're obviously Spinnerex and then Simulor. So if I'm talking about like the weapons that I have gotten access to for this cycle, then it's a pretty good haul for a Tuesday stream. Obviously, I should mention now, I'm gonna buy. Oh yeah, wait. The other thing that I was missing was the Thalys config. Oh yeah, dude. Berserker life strike. Oh my, and it's just voltaic strike and melee influence. There you go. Killing blow, nice. Galvanized steel. This is insane. Oh, that's what I'm noticing. Okay, I see. Dude, this is just gonna wait, and then I'm assuming for the what? I wonder what final upgrade Ham and Hammy's taking. Oh, and then the Valkyr Prime fashion. Oh, Fog of War. Look at this. Chad, is this the goated ephemera? Is this one of the goated ephemeras? If you guys were to make a list, would you put it at how high would you put it if the community took a poll? Is there a poll? I don't know if I could do that, but appreciate the 2.3 thousand likes on TikTok. Thank you guys so much. How many likes you need? God, for me to put a number on it, maybe like 5K. I know there's like a cutoff, but the like goal actually upgrades at a reasonable amount now. It doesn't like double every time. There was a point where I was like, oh shit. So I updated it. So don't kill yourself though. I hope I don't get TOS banned for saying that, but don't suffer too much, because it hits me in the feels. Anyway, I gotta play Warframe. I gotta show off 3 weapons at once. 20 minutes into the game. 20 minutes into the stream, we're playing Warframe, so absolutely incredible chat. 1121. Okay. 1121. Okay, wait. And then I was looking at. I'll look at it later. I need to play Warframe. Okay, we'll give 5. Like, oh my god. Thank you. Bless. I don't suffer too much. That's all I can say. from what I've seen from other chatters, I'm like, oh, I appreciate it so much, but thank you. Anyway, it's time to play Warframe. I want to show them off kind of in order, so I want to kind of put them in order in the time code so people can see which one I used when, or when I'm going to swap, or what order I'm going to swap. Chat, the time codes have been something that I've always tried to do. That's actually like my that is like my number one reason. If you guys are ever curious, yeah, like my number one reason that, I mean, obviously, like I have let's be honest, chat, all my communities on YouTube, but the fact that I can just stream onto YouTube and then it just gets uploaded as a VOD is like very useful. And you know, I've been looking at like restream and stuff like that. Am I getting any audio? Am I putting out audio right now? Are my speakers working? Wait, chat, what the oh, wait, no, I know. Well, I guess it's a good thing you guys didn't need to have game audio for that time. I set it to my headphones. I have like multiple audio outputs for all the different, you know, I have like a headphones, a speakers. So, you know, we're obviously starting with Simulor, but you're kind of seeing that it has a very short shelf life. Shelf life, half-life. Same thing, right, guys? Oh, God. But yeah, look at that. Good area. But really, I'm like, you know, once again, this is an ancient Riven. This Riven, goodness gracious. I will say the Synoid bonus is very nice. It is negative ammo capacity, but that is just a negative, which is pretty poggers. But I kind of like it. It's like free grouping, I guess. So shout out Scyotid, which I guess we'll swap to in a little bit. But I'll give it a couple of minutes with the Simulor. Like, by no means do I think it's trash. Like, I think what it's done is made it like somewhat viable in basic gameplay. Maybe not the most optimized shit in the world, but I'm sure somebody could take it to level cap. I'm sure somebody will. That's what I've said. Like, I feel like, you know, at this point, there's a level cap video for every frame in the game. You know, there's a level cap video for like X number of weapons in the game and shit like that. So they got it down to a science, man. I gotta tell you. It's the Warframe. I'm a Warframe scientist. I'm pretty sure I've said that like 50 times already, and I laugh like it's the first time. Every single time. I'm losing it, chat. I'm losing it. Love the audio, yeah. Yeah, now we actually can hear the game. I mean, thankfully, yeah, but thank God for the build segment where it's just I have to tune my. That's why I started using the Mandicord, because I can like adjust the ambient audio or the ambient music level and still have something going in the background while we're doing builds, but that is pretty useful. I will say, chat, now I will mention it now, but tomorrow is actually a very special video. I'm gonna swap to the Scyotid, but tomorrow's a very special video. Tomorrow we are covering, well, first of all, it's a game that I have 220 hours in. Like, I blink. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happens. This game is called Synthetic 2. Obviously, if you guys have ever heard of Synthetic, Legion Rising, it was this like isometric roguelike shooter. It had headshots. Yeah, it's anyway, they just had a really big patch, update 15, I think, Grand Operations, and you know, they unveil this new essentially main menu system, and it means that I've had to beat so many fucking bosses because you need these blueprints that you get from killing bosses. Do you have a Curious Prime blueprint? Yeah, I have. I actually do have a zillion of those. A Curious Prime blueprint, yeah. I think, is that still in rotation? I accumulate so many of those that... Hey, if you're still here, join the Discord. Because I have to just, like, the stockpile, if it's a specific one, sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I think there's some that I have, like, way too many of that I'm fine with giving away. Alright, chat. Am I even talking about Blast? What do I need to say? That's a reality check right here. I've not been, like, thinking about what I've been shooting. I'm aiming in the general direction of things. I haven't used the grouping ability fucking once, dude. This is absurd. You see what I mean? Like, what is this shit? What are you guys doing? This is crazy, bro. This is some goofy bullshit. Like, I could actually play the weapon properly. You know, who'd have thunk? Right, chat? Let's be honest. Who'd have thunk? Jesus, God. This is nuts. It's satisfying is what it is. I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Am I right? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm right. Oh, jeez. Okay, come on, dude. Oh, a little bit less greedy of a shot. Then I can just, oh my goodness. I mean, that's what these weapons have been, is like, you know, and playing Araxia as well and having that toxin damage, I'm like, ooh, dude, I'm choosing like Araxia. Like, if I'm getting that type of damage buff from that type of fourth ability, like, dude, I'm maximizing that. I'm using the fucking compressor. I'm not using shit, dude. Like, when I did my Araxia gameplay, I used the fucking Vesper. I was like literally trolling. I should have used the compressor. I should have used like the new core, where I don't even aim, dude. That's been my secret. Is the rotation C? Can you share with me, please? I needed so much to use in my Mesa Prime. Yeah. Yeah, join the Discord and then send me a message and we can get you involved. Yeah, link to my Discord is obviously, for anybody who's interested, it is in my profile. It's everywhere, so I have a link tree for TikTok, so you can get my Discord, my YouTube, all that stuff. So should I pop a life support and then I can do a little bit of bonking, I think? That's a decent showcase with the Scyotid. I mean, not really had to think about it. What's the KPM? What are we looking at? 473. Okay, so there's your answer, chat. I think it's time. We need to lock in a little bit. We're suffering. So you got to bring out the bonk. You don't want to do it, but you got to bring it out. So we're just looking for those green explosions. Yep, that's what we're looking for. So once again, the secret of the bonk is patience. So you take your time, you spy your mark, and then you go for it. Right? He's like a ninja, chat. Just peep. And then you get a couple good toxin procs. You can see that you do actually need to be in the air, but I found that this is easiest done when I'm locked into melee. But there you go. That's a pretty decent shot. I mean, it's weird. Obviously, it's not influence, which is very interesting. Like, it does change how I use it, but it's really just how quickly does your combo reset, and then that's kind of how quickly you can go. But I do think this changes up how it plays, and it does obviously if you compare it to influence, it's gonna slow down quite a bit, especially bonkfluence, which is like I could just put gas and electricity on this and just be done with it. So I was thinking about doing a gas fluence build and seeing how it was. 4.9 thousand likes. Holy shit. I was gaming too seriously and I totally missed it. So, oh my god, thank you guys so much. I asked. Oh my god, and then it was true. What do we think about that, chat? Manifesting that shit? Alright. Ooh, look at this, dude. But yeah, I think the amount of toxin damage that I was dealing on, like, especially armored enemies, I was like, what the fuck? If I could land it properly, then it kind of just wiped them out. So you know, it's obviously weird to talk about it with something like Equinox. I mean, the reason that I'm using Equinox is purely just because they don't have any buffs, so they just have, it's a pure survivability build, and then, you know, my Equinox build is just armor strip and then fucking cast a maim, and that's it. So it's not terrible, but you can see we're definitely slowing down quite a bit. Oh, nice is 200 kills. That's pretty. That's almost. I wonder if we had 200 kills with every single weapon. I highly doubt it. I feel like the Scyotid had a pretty heavy skew, so it's decent. I really do enjoy it, but yeah, I'm gonna go in with the Thalys, and then we're actually just gonna go in again with more Thalys, because that is the one that I love. Have I had? Wait, did I kill the Acolyte and I didn't even notice? Holy shit! Where's your Discord? Yeah, the link to my Discord is in my profile on TikTok. So if you click on my face, then you click on it again, I think, then it'll take you to my profile. And then I have a link to my Discord over there. Yeah, thank you for the 5K likes. I'm getting a little bit greedy. I need to chill out. Okay. No, I don't think I can bonk. Okay, I guess I can bonk these guys too, but I think this is a fail. I wonder if I'll still get the. I wonder if I'll still get the dude. Okay, chat. I'm kind of just watching this. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Hang on, chat. Wait a minute. This is impressing me. This is impressing me more and more every second. This is incredible. I don't know how I'm doing it. Apparently the gods of life support have bestowed me, and I am just getting robbed. I'm sitting here waiting for my second Acolyte spawn. I might as well, but I don't know. I guess this is giving better marks for Spinnerex. This is kind of sick. Ah, melee influenced my ass apparently. Jesus. A shout out Hugo for following. Appreciate it. Welcome in. I think I'm looking chill over here, but yeah, goodness, dude. I'm very impressed. And that's the thing, is like, especially with the build how it is, it means that like you're killing the enemies in the immediate area. And I think that's something that is somewhat unique to this one. Like, it feels weird to say, like, you're like, what did he just say? Like, yeah, something about influence. It's like there's the influence isn't active stage of it, and then there's the influence is active, and like you're not really, you'll kill some enemies in your immediate area, but you're really just banking on the influence proc, and then it's the most OP shit you've ever seen in the entire world. So it has this weird like wind up period where this is just like consistent. You hit them and they stagger and then they explode. That's it. So here finally at the 12-minute mark we get to see this. So you can't, I don't think you can make him, I don't think you can lift him, but it doesn't really matter because you can't give him more status anyway. But especially on this setup, I was like, wait a minute, no, this, you might have to lean into this because it's giving you more damage based on the total number of stacks. So it's like, yeah, if they're dying instantaneously, then I mean that's a fail now. But where do we end up with? 929. Wow, we really caught up. Holy I mean, not by a crazy amount, but decent margins. And that was just locked in doing nothing but, God, the bonk. I mean, more points for the bonk. Am I right, chat? I hate to say it. Like, I hate to tell people that, like, oh, if you want to build Fragor, you know, if you want to build a hammer right, then you should just make it a bonk build. You know, that's But that is how my loadout is set. If you were to look at my if you were to look at my loadout, that's what you would see. Is it's like all broken up based on, okay, this weapon type is this build, and this weapon, unless there's like something that breaks the mold, like there's something that is like better than better than its base class, or however you want to describe it. Damn, I leveled that shit up. So there you go. There's the primary ones that you want to see. Well, primary in terms of Scyotid and Spinnerex. I mean, Simulor was pretty cool. All things considered, did not think it was terrible. But what I really wanted to show, we'll do it real quick, 5 minutes. In and out. I mean, 5 minutes, it'll feel like 30 seconds, chat. Obviously, we've seen, oh, so you were using 1 for this one. Shards grow up to 3 times, erupt out 2 times, and impaling them on the spot. Oh, interesting. I wonder how fast they grow. I guess. Sorry, Chad. I have to make him explode. That's it. That's all I can say. Unfortunately, I will not be changing anything. I have to make it explode. All right. Time for the real one. It'll be weird how it's segmented, but yeah, I hope that was even enough. I mean, I definitely had to sink in for a little while with the Spinnerex, because it is, Slam is kind of like that, where if I'm locking in, I'm locking in for a decent amount of time. So all right, it's time to go crazy. Now I want to see how fast those shards will build up combo. You never knew cells with other people ever got. Yeah, dude.
Stand by for life support.
No, dude, I'm telling you, man, like solo Netracells is like the most, like that's where you want to be. Like if you want to consider yourself, approaching the end game and like getting ready for the hard stuff, then I think like being able to do a solo Netracell with ease is like very, very criminal. But what can I say, man? What can I say? That's just a classic of our chatter. Yeah, we're just talking about the end game. Yeah, just hanging out, talking about end game. You know what I'm talking about, guys. That's where we live at this point. Oh wow, I haven't done. I need to do Super Captain 4. That's what I realized. I've done all the other ones. I need to go and do that at some point. I do it off camera because sometimes it takes a couple brute force attempts. I was looking at the glyphs or whatever, and I was like, nah, I'm fine. I don't think I necessarily need that. All right. Oh, dude, and I'm telling you, man. You know, like these incarnants. You know, these like new weapon incarnants. They are just. Oh my goodness, chat. This is just silly, man. I mean, talk about the forward combo, am I right? This is the goofiest shit I've ever seen. What are we doing here? I brought a road with high damage guns. Yup. Dude, and that's the thing, like his abilities, do they still clear your abilities? Do they still have that magnetic proc that like clears your abilities and prevents ability use and like prevents you from swapping to operator as well? Like I remember I was like I used Wisp, and then it meant that I couldn't get another Wisp mote for like 3 seconds, and I was like, oh, I'm dead. Nice. Could have solo the next time, yeah. Yeah, that's the only way I've been doing it. I'm not really going in with the squad. So it took me a couple attempts, but I did figure it out, and I realized like, oh, I can just have like double shield regen and Arcane Aegis and still kind of have a similar, like I was looking at, oh yep, I kind of figured the setup. So I haven't seen anything about it. I've like barely even read what the abilities are like in the patch notes, so I don't know, man. It's relaxing, man. That's what I'm saying, like the influencer life, that's criminal, that's evil. Ooh, this. And this is just electricity too. I was like, wow. We really are. We really are living in a golden age, aren't we, Chuck? Wow, this is perfect. Sit back and relax a little bit, chat. What is it, 10-meter range? Sit back and relax, chat. I guess you have the follow through, which does like reduce it, but I guess that means that the seeds still explode. Or the shards. I keep calling them seeds. I don't know. They're not seeds. They're shards. But I haven't gotten any like defense buffs or anything. I haven't been using double back at all. It's crazy, man. Oh, dude, you had to save it for a reason. You know, it wasn't purely for the fact that it was forced upon me. No, I had to do it so that you guys know. You guys know why. I mean, it's in the upper echelon, man. It's fucking, it's straight up evil. Like, this is just. I want to use it in an Archimedia. I don't know how lucky I would ever be to get this in an Archimedia, but I feel like that would be GG. Because you just always have the Incarnate active. And yeah, I was looking at... Okay, so I did a deep Archimedia, right? I did a deep Archimedia, and in that deep Archimedia, it took us 20 minutes to get through one phase of the fragmented one. So we were just cooked on DPS. 20 fucking minutes. So I got Valkyrie and Thalys. Oh my god. I thought you did get it. Oh, I was like, holy shit, bro. And then he said if I got. Yeah, that would be the goated roll. Yes, that would in fact be the goated roll. Chad, if you're curious. Alright, dude. This is just a gimme. I'm feeling kind of... Oh, I should mention, I'm going to be doing the raffle next Tuesday. I don't know if I was looking at doing a game on Wednesday, but I am looking at doing a stream with one of my friends on Saturday. I don't know if it's 100% planned out. But yeah, Wednesday I've got Synthetic 2. Friday, obviously, we're doing Night Rain again, so we haven't really returned to it, but generally I get some rounds in on Thursday and stuff. But yeah, all of tonight and tomorrow, I've got a lot of farming to do in Synthetic 2 so that I can get all the upgrades for the construction, and then I can talk about all of them. So yeah, big update. I don't know what it is, man. It happens like this. Every once in a while, you get like this update spree where like 5 or 6 different games gets like a huge, massive update all around the summer period. I don't know if it's like people are taking a break or something, or I don't know what it is, but it's been like week after week. Every single week there's been some game is having their, you know, like Hades 2 has the update. Obviously Hyperlight Breaker was a little bit of a different reason, but oh my god. And then yeah, here Synthetic 2, I was like, I was not prepared to get back in, but I have the modding hub, so I can use the modded weapons, and I can break the game nice and easy. All right, keep it chill. And then I just kind of run. It's 6:50. Oh my god. Are you serious? I've been standing here for like 2 minutes just killing shit over the time. Oh my god. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Am I cooked? Is my brain fried after 20 minutes of Warframe gameplay? I don't know. It's pretty hot in here, but it's definitely not that hot in here. After sitting down for too long, yeah, I'm fried. I'm sipping on... Oh, I don't have any more Coke. Okay. I'm dead. Okay, well there you go. There's the showcase. 4 cool weapons. I am glad to see the Simulor. It's pretty fucking goated. And yeah, that's kind of the secret, chat. You try it and you're like, I don't actually have to use, like, I'm looking at a lot of these as like circuit weapons now. Definitely Simulor. Like a lot of these are like, you know, when I'm talking about fucking Kuva Hind and shit like that. All of these, there's so many. Oh my god. Where they're like decent. They're pretty good. But I'm not really like spamming them like crazy, but by all means, I don't think it's super difficult. But you can see that this list is pretty exhaustive. Like the amount of weapons that I actually use starts at Quellor, and it just goes. It's a pretty decent chunk of the weapons in the game. There's a little bit of overlap, like Paris and stuff like that, and yeah, there you go. I'm swapping around though. I'm still using Scyotid. Oh, I guess that's all I'm swapping is the rifle. Yeah, I'm still using this guy because now I have another pistol to add to the fucking list. I don't know how they do it, man. I don't know if I'll ever... This will just be like my sub list for all of time. Just these 5 and now 6 weapons. So yep, now I'm using Scyotid. Stuck using Scyotid for forever, but that's totally fine by me. Hang on, I missed something in Discord. All right. And I think, oh, should I play a little bit of Araxia? I think I should play some Araxia on stream. Is this a good setup? Quellor? Maybe I'll swap the rifle. Gotva? Fullman? What do you think? Oh god. Jesus. Oh, that's just gone? Oh, chat, this is incredible. Boom, do that. Then I think I can do this. Oh, chat. Well, it's good that it's happening in the it's good that it's happening in the interim where I'm covering a build, but yeah, we're chill. Quick as ever, man. I mean, the name was gone anyway. That did show up, I think, in Restream, which is cringe, but hey, man, it's Tuesday, I guess. It's Tuesday, chat. Hey. Don't know if you realized. It's Tuesday. All right. Yeah, do it. What do you think? Quellor? Should I get greedy? That's what I'm wondering. I feel like Gotva might be pretty crazy. I'm gonna have a little bit of choice. I'm gonna have a little bit of freedom of choice. Oh yeah, dude. I can move pretty quick, but yeah, I think I might try some Gotva. Let's see. So you already saw Scouted. I mean, I guess I could show all of them. Let's do Araxia. Currently, I just have Toxin status effects deal 45% more, but I've been thinking that I might actually put in whatchamacallit. I might actually put in more, what is it? The one that gives you more corrosive stacks, like this one? Yeah. Increases max stacks of corrosive status by 3. Yeah, there you go. Welcome in, Chris. Oh, dude, good to have you. I think I've got this all set up. Yeah, but I am curious to see. It would probably be better to try this out, but I don't think I need to lean all the way into that. So I'll make that one change before we get too far into the Araxia build. But let's do it. Let's cover it as quick as we can. How's the new frame? I think Araxia is awesome. I like the whole having to dash into a wall every 8 seconds. That's pretty criminal. But yeah, there's the change. Increase max stacks of corrosive by +3. Obviously, we're using Arcane or Archon continuity. And then she's got all toxin damage on her effects. So I did keep the whole kit. I left it as it was, and this is toxin status deals 45% more damage. So I obviously have effectiveness on energy orbs as well, and casting speed. So yeah, pretty normal. I'm gonna get some water real quick, but I do have 75% range. I've got quite a bit of range. That's mostly for the AoE on the 4. But I was definitely thinking you could put in a little bit of like streamline as well to just cast more abilities. Like I think that could be pretty useful as well. So the range on this doesn't really matter. You're going to be casting a lot of these webs, so I don't know, man. Obviously Arcane Arachne is kind of a must, and then Molt Augmented is pretty classic. So you need the high energy pool. You're gonna get a massive health boost in your 4, so I do just have double Umbra just so I can have a big ass fucking health pool, and that's kind of it. But yeah, Archon Continuity is giving me corrosive status effects on toxin status effects, so that's just free corrosive. When you can kind of spam your different ability, you can spam this one quite a bit, and then your scuttlers also will spread corrosive as well. So being able to like full strip with toxin and stuff like that is good. Efficiency user dump stat. Oh, why is yours so high? Nice. Efficiency is dump. This guy has 45% efficiency. Do you have equilibrium too? I guess you have infinite energy here. It's not a bad take. But no, I have no points currently to put in 75. What energy? Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I'm like, I could put in, I could get rid of this and put in, whatchamacallit, put in Blind Rage. I could put that in at like rank 13 or something, and that would give me like 60% efficiency. So he has a fair point, but your point is taken. But currently, I mean, I could put in the former right now. She is rank 30. I don't know. Should I give it a shot? Should I try it, chat? And then you can get an insane amount of power strength. So he does have a fair point. Will I have enough? No. I'll have to put in. Wait, really? This is 13, yeah. Oh. And then I would have prime flow. Oh. Well. I guess there's your answer, chat. If you're ever curious. You know the Reforma not worth the time. Yeah. Well, it would be an Umbra Forma, so yeah, I would need a little bit extra points. Yeah, there's your answer, chat. If anybody's curious, so there's your alternate choice, courtesy of Shikai Joe. Am I reading that right? Oh, shout out Evan, welcome in. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just get into it. I've still got Molt Augmented, still got Arcane Arachne, so not the craziest thing in the world. Godfa will be an interesting one. This Riven, oh my god, only 12 rerolls. So here's the thing. The Godfa chance is like on a... It's not like a true cooldown, but it's not like infinite either. It's not as crazy as I once thought. So the Riven could be crazier, but if it's damage and heat, I'll take it. It still deals puncture damage, but it deals less, and now I guess it deals a lot of toxin damage. But yeah, I currently just have Merciless for a faster fire rate. I was thinking I like having the base punch through. But yeah, you'll kind of see it. I'm gonna get a Giga Toxin proc, so I think I can spam it pretty easily. But I think I'm. Wait a minute. I think I could do weeklies. I think I could actually just do weeklies today, because I'm covering synthetic tomorrow, and then I'm doing Night Rain on Friday. So I think I might actually just do a Netracell and shit like that. So yeah, there's Godfa. Obviously, it's just a laser. It's a laser that has multi-shot. You reckon Sobek? I think Sobek is like the Giga choice. I played her for 1 second and I was like, oh, people are gonna just be at each other's throats for all of time about Araxia versus Saren. Like, I just saw that debate happening immediately. So yeah, that seemed like the Giga tech. That was like, oh my god. Is the God, are you talking about Godfa? Is that what you meant to say? The Godfa actually good? I don't think that it's the crazy strongest weapon in the world. I have a pretty crazy ribbon for it though. But you saw Scyotid. Let's show off Scyotid again. This is Enervate with Blast and Corrosive, so you can see more Blast. What can I say, man? What did Evan send? Oh shit, Valkyr and Valkyr Talons. Oh, that's gaming. What do I say? Scyotid has a 4 base multi-shot. It is a lot of damage. With 5,300 damage, I mean, I have prime heated charge, so, you know, obviously it does group up enemies as well, so it is just a criminal weapon. Sight electric with, or yeah, hasn't, oh yeah, with Sobek, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't delve into any of that stuff. That's for other Warframe content creators to talk about. No, I couldn't tell you any information about that. But yeah, the basic concept of what Shikai is talking about is that Sobek has an augment where what is it called? Fuck, I forgot what it's called. But Sobek has an augment where when enemies die, they explode. But you can like add damage buffs to it. Like Saren has a damage buff. Zada's Whisper would count as well. I think Zada's Whisper would count as acid shells. Yeah, thank you. And you can yeah, an enemy dies and then the explosion happens and then all the damage buffs are added on top of that explosion afterwards. And they're added in different ways. Like they're added as sometimes as separate, like for Sight, for example, it's like a separate status instance. So then you can like lean into electricity. So there's like a lot of weird, crazy math that you can do with that mod specifically that like works with a lot of different setups. So that is I use Zada's Whisper for that reason. I like the Zada combo with Blast specifically. Like there are certain like blast full autos that, you know, when the blast explodes and gives you that extra damage tick, then the Zada will taxi off of that and you'll get an extra Zada damage tick as well. So there's some interesting stuff on how it works. Shout out Wolf. Time to goom to Ember. Second instance damage. Yeah. First selector with the size, the explosion procs the first selector, and it's just, yeah. Fantastic explosion, yeah. Yeah, it's like a, so, you know, Sight's giving you X amount of damage, and that's a guaranteed electric proc. Or Zada's is, you know, procking, has a chance for Void or whatever, so, or the Void status effect, so, you know, there are things that in this game that combine in ways that require a little bit of Googling. But that is one that I fully have tried to adapt, where like now my Trinity build has Zada's Whisper on it just as a different damage buff, so that I'm not always using Roar, and Roar is an interesting one as well, but blah 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 blah, you know, on and on. So my Blast would, if I, you know, with the Toxin, because this is going to be guaranteed Toxin status, so when that Blast explodes, then you get the idea. If I use Strun Incarnate, does the explosion go through walls? No, because an AoE can't have punch through. I don't think you can ever put punch through on an AoE. I think it's just locked. I would assume that's, you know, logic. I actually have no idea, because I know that you can't add punch through. Like the only way that an AoE can add punch through is like the Sporothrix augment, where it adds like a fixed amount of punch through to that gun specific. Like I think that's the only example of like an AoE. I might be wrong. There might be some others, because like the Not a Rook and stuff like that is just a big fat girthy fucking bullet. So like some of them work in different ways, but last one is Thalys. We're gonna be spamming lots of the Thalys. So of course, chat on weapon status effect gain 0.1 range. I'm probably just going to use this build for the whole stream, and we'll go for a little bit longer. Stacks 20 times. I am taking +1 combo cut on shard damage, so you'll kind of see that. Good morning, all. Welcome in, Yakub. Yeah, well, good morning. Good morning. The Thalys sounds crazy. Yep, it's very crazy. I did try this, and I think it worked the way that I thought it would. So that was poggers. Reach 3 times combo. I mean, the other ones are okay, but I was like, nah, I'm chill. But yeah, 3 times combo. Love that. And then of course I have to make it explode. Heavy attacks detonate shards. Shards caught within the blast radius will also detonate. Nice. They do it with this new kit. Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm grinding up Ureli Prime. What are shards? So when this weapon deals damage, oh shit. Attacks embed damaging shards in enemies. So every time you hit an enemy, then you put a shard on them, and then you can then explode the shard. So there's the loadout. This is just going to be our loadout for the whole stream. We got a Valkyrie build to show off though. Valkyrie Prime and Valkyrie Prime Talons. Ooh, look at this. Equilibrium, Precision, Intensify. Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude, Nearest Hatred. Eternal War. I love Eternal War. Narrow-Minded, nice. So you got some good... Oh, and Nourish with Molt-Augmented and Arcane Strike. Arcane Strike with Warcry? Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. And then also Valkyrie Prime Talons. There you go, melee exposure. So you've got guaranteed viral proc and 240% corrosive damage. So that's pretty poggers. What's the Thalys? I haven't checked this one out in a new melee. So yeah, it's a heavy scythe. It has a 10-meter range with the build. Oh, did I show off the Thalys build? I don't think I showed off the Thalys build. I think I forgot to do that. Yeah, Prime Reach, nice. Prime Fever Strike, so you got even more corrosive damage. Oh my god. Oh, and then Shocking Touch. Oh my god, so you got a zillion corrosive damage. Alright, Thalys build, my bad. Thalys build. So this is Influence, but you can see this guy has an 8.8 meter range. Obviously the incarnate form gives it like 3 meters extra range, so yeah, I'm just using it with electricity on Influence, and yep. That's a 11 meter range, I guess. Anyway. I think it's time for serious gameplay. Yeah, I mean, I've got what do I have? A Netracell. I have some Jesus. I have some Entrati bounties that I think I need to finish, but let's get over here. What are you about to run? Netracell, solo Netracell. Well, I mean, if anyone wants to join, then yeah, free to join. But I think I have a Netracell to finish. Yeah, I've got a Netracell. I need to see. I don't think I bought the shard as well, or maybe I did, but check the numbers. 5,000. Yes, okay, I was correct. So I need to farm up a bunch of standing, because I'll get 5,000 from the Netracell, but that means I need 20k. 12 melee arcane adapters. Thank Christ. I hope I never have to suffer through what I did before. Anyway. 5k. I was going to buy some of this, but I think I should just get rid of it. Sparing some melee influence. I've thought about I have a few extra sets of melee influence. I was looking at that I have some of the spare melee influence.
Sometimes I wonder how much of this.
Currently, I don't have any plans to give those away yet, but
then I try not to think about it.
I was thinking I have somewhat of a stockpile of them, and maybe I'm not giving out a full set, but maybe I could give some out during the raffle. I will say the raffle will be happening next Tuesday. If it wasn't so late for you, oh, I feel it. Yeah, can you show off the Scyotid and Thalys? Yeah. Precision Intensify be good on Wukong instead of Blind Rage. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, it's like Exploding Glass. Yeah. Either of Araxia's new weapons good? Yeah, I think they're both good. Time to go test the Tron Incarnate for him. I don't need. Yeah, hang on. 7k Stella is insane. How do you not spend it all? Spend it on what? What would I spend Stella on? What? It didn't run an ad break? What the hell? What would I spend Stella on? Combine and ascend. I don't combine that many shards. Should I show you how many shards I have? Fuck. I'll do a Netrocell and then I'll show you how many shards I have. I can say that I have 5 Tau Forged shards. Okay, let's say like 95% of the prime frames in my list have 5 Tau Forged shards of some kind. So I have like 21 Tau Forged yellow shards in the stockpile. Like they all build up equally for me, if I'm being honest. Like as I build up Stella, I still build it up faster than I'll ever ascend and combine. I don't combine a lot of shards, really. I've thought about combining for some greens, but my reds are good to come by and rough to come by and very useful. So, yeah, that's my take. I found that there has never been, like, I have like played this game very passively for years and years, like playing it for weekly shit and stuff like that, and there has rarely been a moment where I was at like a net negative on most recent. Like it's mostly just Steel Essence, and even Steel Essence I have like 5,000 fucking Steel Essence. So unfortunately, chat, I guess I just end up doing Archimedias. I mean, all I really do is like Archimedia, Netrocell. You know, now I'm doing some more Entrati stuff because I'm doing that. But yeah, it's, I guess I did a lot of alchemy. That's probably what it is. I've done a lot of Omnias. So I've fought a lot of I've done a lot of Entrati survivals and a lot of alchemies. So if you're doing Omnias, then you're getting zillions of Stella. Like I'll just end up, I used to load in and just play a shit ton of Omnias, so that's probably where it's coming from. Dude, can these guys be at half health before I kill them instantly? Oh god. There's one. I missed. Did I get it? This goddamn gun. There. Jesus. Chat. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get some energy, but I feel like I should just bum rush. Am I doing it? Oh god. I forgot how a Netrocell works, chat. I'm pissed. Oh, I forgot about this part. Every single week I forget about this part. Chat, it's about all we hate every single week. There's not a lot that I really struggle with this game anymore. I hate alchemy, yeah. Did anybody use Equinox in here because I need a build for her? Well, my Equinox build is just a MAME build. That's it. I just have MAME and Terrify, and I just Terrify before I MAME, and that's it. So otherwise my Equinox build is just a tank build. So like earlier in the stream I showed off Equinox, but that's because I don't have any buffs. That's the main reason that Equinox is like one of the most used frames on my list. Is just like the build, part of the build is just like choosing a gun or like choosing weapons that are strong enough that they can build up a bunch of MAME stack, or like a bunch of MAME damage all at once, and then you just kind of clear it as quick as you can. But you know, it's a very, I know there's people who use like energy transfer and they're like swapping between. I'm like, no. And I looked at the radius of the fucking whatchamacallit, the radius of the ability that speeds enemies up. It's not even that good. Would I even need strength really? No, not really, because when you're in day form, so you only need enough power strength that when you have your third ability active, you can full strip with Terrify. But the interesting thing is that the number of enemies affected by Terrify scales with power strength. So if you want to effectively use it, I have like 220% range, and then I have like 145% strength, which then compounds on itself because of the third ability for your different abilities. And it also means that you do scale up a little bit quicker. you get to, with this system you can.
Key glyphs will open the Netracell.
What I've noticed is that the rate at which you build up energy, or the rate at which you build up the MAME stacks is like exactly proportional to how strong the enemies are. You'll slowly scale up. However much damage you dealt to an enemy will then be it'll just be converted into MAME damage. So when I'm doing whatchamacallit, when I'm doing like a conjunction survival, I'm getting 3 million or 5 million damage like instantly from like 4 kills or 5 kills, and then you just kind of clear it, and like you actually have to prioritize when you're using it, because it's not actually super optimized to use it all the time. You have to save it for the moments when it actually matters. So that is kind of important. All right, what am I missing? Did you roll this? Oh, I already rolled that. Chill. Oh, shout out Shigai Joe for following me. I have max range on mine. Should I go less? No, I think you could be fine. As long as you're armor stripping. I would say like you can use your 3 and then look at how, if you're using Terrify, you can see how many enemies are going to be affected by your 3. And so that is a pretty important one to look for. Do I have the fucking energy reduction modifier? I don't think so. Why am I suffering so much? Oh, where is he? Oh, he's right in front of me. Okay, chill. Yeah, this mission, oh, is this just the normal rate of decay? Oh, Jesus. I need to be snagging more enemies at low health, apparently. I'm pretty impressed with Godfa if I can actually land hits properly, but yeah, I'm seeing the marks a little bit more, so that is kind of important. But yeah, we've got some ads coming in. Nice. Sweet, and then throw down some webs, and I think we should be all right. Yeah, it is weird. Like I do think a lot of these frames I am like super duper optimized in a survival, where I can kind of structure it a little bit more, but there are definitely moments that can be a little bit hairy, a little bit cringe, if you were. All right. And then you just kind of snag anybody that you can, and you're chill. But you can see that my energy levels are suffering just a little bit. I'm at a very margin. I'm doing okay. Excuse me. You can hear it, the worry in my voice. I'm struck. I'm wrought with fear. All right. I mean, you realize that like the more power strength you have, the more energy orbs you'll get. So it is a little bit of a feedback loop. So I'm sure there's a point of no return where if you can get above a certain margin, you'll get a shit ton of energy orbs, and then you'll be totally chilling. So yeah, I will say I'm glad for this shields. I'm afraid to see these void thingies, because they will nuke me for a zillion damage. So let's come over here. Last one to finish. Alright, sweet. I think she is pretty sick. I do have a lot of fun with the amount of toxin damage that you get. It is just like too goofy. I don't know, man. I'm almost keeping up. I'm just about keeping up. I think we're good here. Oh, I think that was the ad, so let's finish this out, and then oh, I was looking. I think I do need to do some Nightwave, but I don't know if I'll save it. I'll see what the missions are. Maybe I don't know. I think one of them was like do a isolation vault, but I did one of those things and I was like, oh my fucking god, nope, that's a little bit boring. Ooh, I see an enemy. I spy him. We hit this. There we go, chat. All right. And then you just pick them up. I feel like I must have the exhaustion keyblip. I'd be crazy otherwise, chat. I'd be crazy. I'm getting the energy, but it's going nowhere. What's going on, man? What's going on? I'm going crazy. Nice, chill. Oh, into the void. Into the fucking void. Wow, I gotta be careful where I mark. Holy. Wow. Ooh, Jesus. Great. And I can hit this. Keep moving. Snag him. Oh, nice. Overguard my ass, dude. Get out of my face. He is overguarding my ass. He needs to back the fuck off. Alright? I don't want you around. I don't like you. We don't like your kind. Alright, let me hit this. Yeah, it's looking decent so far, I guess. Keep moving. But yeah, I gotta say it. I think... Ooh, did I lose my 4? Oh, I lost my 4, but it didn't matter. We win. Okay, cool. Perfect timing. I survived. Oof.
Albrecht didn't want.
I don't know, man. I
want to know why.
I think Netrocells is a good point for people to be at. Like, to be able to do Netrocells is a good place to practice. Like, doing Archon hunts and doing Netrocells is like a good stepping stone for Warframe content-wise, and it can get tougher from there. And you talk about, like, Archimedia and level cap and stuff like that. So there's definitely some difficult content in this game, but I feel like Netrocells is a pretty decent reward as well. So, you know, it's definitely something where I'm like, okay, you know, if you're looking for a stretch goal, then hopefully you can get lucky with some Netrocells getting some Archon shards. And there you go. There's a red Archon shard, so that's 10,000 KV standing. All right. So, what I wanted to look at, oh, nice. Okay, that's chill. So I wanted to just get to 30k right now. I just wanted to burn 20k standing, and we have this for 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is just a survival, where you just kill flying murmur. So I just wanted to finish this out, so I thought we might just stay in the Entrati labs. Don't really change anything. Just run in for a couple more missions. What would that be? 3 missions, I guess, potentially. Yeah, I would say 2 or 3 missions. I'll see what the time looks like afterwards. But yeah, these are probably just gonna be 5 minutes each. Just go in, finish the bounty, and get out. I think we should still have your boys show up, the acolytes. So that's kind of all I'm here for. But all right, let's see if I can play a little bit better in a survival. Let's see if this build is built for an Entrati survival. That's not a hard task. That's really not a hard ask for a build like this. But I should swap to the Scyotid and stick with it. So you saw the Gyatva. Scyotva and Gyatva. Oh god. Oh no. It's gotta be Tralalero Tralala. That's all I can say. Oh, chat. I'm dead. There's nothing inside of here. It's empty. It's void. I am become void. Oh, chat. Goofy. What is this? Oh, this is looking extra silly. Snag that. Beautiful. That should be giving me a decent amount of energy. Oh, you silly son of a bitch. Alright, I'm seeing some good numbers. So obviously, you know, with Araxia, you are having to spider sling to a wall every 8 seconds. Yes, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. Will I forget to do it for way too long? Yes, that is also 100% correct. So don't forget it, chat. You'll see it. It'll be the death of me many, many times. So, Scyotid is a goated choice. Scyotid is goated. But I'm really just trying to line this up, and then I can. Oh, here's a flying murmur. Get this done. Oh Jesus. Cringe. I've also thought about using equilibrium, because I think I only have one guaranteed orb, and so it doesn't refund a lot. So I think, because I've been looking at, because I could use like a lower rank equilibrium. I think if I use like a rank, I don't know, it might have to be like a rank 10 equilibrium, but then I would have infinite energy, because I think right now I might actually be struggling for energy. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it's looking like for me. Thankfully these guys you can just nuke. And then you get to a little bit of a better margin, but I definitely think if you want to spam all of your abilities and keep everything active, then you're going to want that equilibrium. So I think that would be a change that I would if I were to replace, yeah, I would definitely just get rid of the extra range and replace it with equilibrium. So I think that would put me at a much better margin, and then I could effectively just have infinite energy. So I mean, I'll definitely change this after the. Do I have an extra equilibrium? Oh, that's a good question. Where do you get equilibrium from? I could potentially put in. I would have to see, but oh my god, I did not realize all the life support charges just hanging around. This is fucking gaming, dude. This is sick. And then I could definitely get rid of that Tau Forge yellow, and replace it with another Tau Forge green for toxin damage. I think that would be the gamer choice. And then you would actually have infinite energy, but then you definitely couldn't. You definitely couldn't put in blind rage though, so that would suck. All right, here we go. All right, Chad. And then I just come around here and yeah, dude, I feel like I've used Blast for so long that I kind of take it for granted. Just like, you know, this thing has a grouping ability that I just don't even ever feel the need to use, really. And that's the thing, is like, I do also just think that like Blast is just like one of my favorite damaging status effects. Like, it just does so much work. Where is this fuck? Can I sleep him with this? I don't think I can sleep him with that. Okay, shoot him. Oh, great time to reload. Chat, I love that. Need to grapple real quick, and then I... Where are you, dude? Wait, no, seriously, where'd he go? Is he stuck in puddle form or something? Where is this fuck? Did he run away? What's going on with him? What's going on, my guy? What's going on with you? What are you doing here? Why are you acting like this? I'm trying to shoot you. Why are you embarrassing me like this? I need to get the fuck out of here. I think equilibrium will help a lot. I have like a zillion health orbs on the ground, but it will be a little bit dangerous, because it means that reviving, well, I guess for reviving your companion, you just do the same thing and they should revive instantly based on how many health orbs you create. So that's a worthwhile change. So yeah, I've got time for a couple more rounds. So I definitely, ooh, dude, the later the stream goes, I start to just grapple to the wall. I would just say in the extraction point, and then as soon as you can extract, yeah. And then as soon as you can extract. Oh, I see. I did it again, chat. I'm not intending to. I am definitely not intending to go around and grapple. I am trying to just do a normal bullet jump, and apparently it is just in my bones. I will never escape it. It's a curse. I'm blurst. Also, shout out TikTok for 6,000 likes. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll need it. I'm surprised. I mean, the ability seems so powerful, but I think it is only 124% energy orb, so it's not that crazy. But yeah, this is 5. Oh, I can make it 6. Bring this down by 1 point. Let's see. Do I have equilibrium? Yes, nice. Okay. So I could make it at 12. Yeah, 12 is not terrible. That's fine. Then I could put it in there. Yeah, I think that'll definitely make me much more stable, and then I can fully spam my abilities as much as I want. And then I could get rid of the Archon Shard as well. I'll get rid of that later, but I think... What do you think of the new Warframe? I think the new Warframe is pretty goated. Super fun. Yeah, I think I will just do 2 more rounds of this, and we'll see where we end up. But Scyotid coming in clutch, dude. If I can land it properly, then it's GG. All right.
With quick deaths, and I with your
Nice and easy. And one of the nice things, well, I guess I don't know if I can really call it like a nice thing or a complaint, is just like the difference between this tile set and the Lua tile set is like actually pretty significant. Like it does actually make quite a big difference. Oh yeah, that's infinite energy. Oh yeah, that's GG. Well, there's your answer, chat. If anyone's ever curious. Oh, and they're stuck in this hallway. Oh, fuck off. You're gonna be stuck in the doorway the entire game. Well, I guess I kind of want to kite them out of here then. So let's get that started. I need to find the nearest wall and stick to it. And maybe I could spam a little bit of Scyotid. There you go. Look at that. Oh, chat. This is just silliest thing you've ever seen. I need to hit some of these. We need more scuttlers on the playing field. I don't think they last for very long, but this should just be infinite energy. I can just run in and snag this, and then I'm at full, so love that. Shout out Chris. Welcome in. Hey there, yeah. Had to pop in, yep. Good to see you, Chris. I saw you over on YouTube as well. Good to see you. How long have you been playing Warframe? I've been playing since Plains of Eidolon, so like 2017. I was born in April 2000, so yeah, I was in high school when I really started playing Warframe for real. And there were a few, maybe like 50 to 60 login days that I had before that time period, but basically since 2017 I've logged in, let's say, so I hit my 2,500 day login milestone. So that means I've logged in on 2,500 unique days. And we were like looking at the math on like, okay, if 2017 is when you started playing for real, then like what is the ratio? Like how many days have you missed in that time period? Because I was looking at it, I was like, holy shit. I was grinding login days for a while. I was doing nothing really crazy, but I was at least getting some login days. And I would get longer and longer and longer buffs, and then eventually it became really worthwhile. Every time you got a buff, it was like insanely long. Did I show low on both problems? Yep, I appreciate it, Chris. Good to see ya. Yeah, tomorrow, I mean, dude, here's the thing. If you think Warframe is like a little absurd in the build crafting and the amount of damage output that you can create, I am going to be very excited to present you with Synthetic 2 tomorrow, because that is, I mean, so the thing is, it's an isometric roguelike shooter. So it's basically a top-down camera, but it's 3D. It's at a slight angle. And you're fighting, so you're an android and you're fighting these like machine military basically, and there are some criminal evil enemies, but then there's also some of the craziest weapons you'll ever see, and they have mod support. And they kind of like rework the mod engine every once in a while, but they're getting closer and closer to building out like a successful engine that can be modded on top of. And in its current state, they are already like some of the modded weapons that you get are so crazy. My new Switch Lite being after the 4th. Oh, that's sick. Shadow Grizz, dude. Speaking of that, Nintendo just sent me the notification for the Switch 2 pre-order. So I was finally able to get my Switch 2. So that is coming in the mail. So I'm really excited to test some games. And I was thinking about covering some games on stream and kind of covering them. I was curious to see. I need to buy an SD card as well. I need to look at getting the correct type of SD card and getting one that's as fast as possible. But, you know, there's a lot of games that I was looking at trying out. And I was thinking about going back through and doing... You know, I'm more in the game reviewer style where I go back and I'm talking about some games that I want to review. And oh, it's Mania. Oh, you fuck. Okay, I'm just sending him to Void Strike jail. I'm sorry. I don't always want to do this, but goodbye. It's the dire straits. There's being an influencer, and then there's sentencing someone to Void Strike jail. I hate that my voice cracks when I say that, but yeah, sentencing someone to Void Strike jail is not. It is a true punishment. All right, if it's mania, if it's violence, I can generally still like activate Void Strike and then land it pretty easily, even against violence. Is Warframe truly the best free-to-play game of all time? What do you think, Poppy? This is the only free-to-play game I play. I could go back through my list, but every other game I play is a paid roguelike. Almost every other game. Or has some type of arcade mode. Like, you know, Elden Ring has randomizer. Sekiro has randomizer. There's a few that I like, Black Myth Wukong, but I don't play free-to-play games for this specific reason that I think I would hate all of them. I think what Warframe offers, number one, is something where I'm so far beyond endgame in this game. I've done so much that, like, for me to not love it and not have this be the one kind of games as a service game that I play, like even Helldivers 2 is like still $40 and has some premium currency and shit, but
with your current eyes front, we begin.
I will say I think we've got 5k. I think I might just burn some Voca. I'll just burn some Voca, and then I think we can do some other missions. Let's see, how many Voca? You want to see the Voca stockpile as well? Yeah, there's the Voca stockpile. So there's 4,000 and 5,000. Let's just get to 30k, and then when the weekly reset happens, then come over to Bird 3, snag the shard. Yep, I already snagged. Okay, so you snag the shard, and then you're chill. Someone really needs to work on my amps and such. It's so funny to see people who can nuke you. No, the amps. That is the that's the event horizon. When you're done with there's a threshold where you're like, fuck it, I'm doing amps. Well, when I did amps, it was for Master Rank 30. I went through and got all the amps, but that's also when it was really Focus 2.0 that I realized about whatchamacallit. I realized about the revive mechanic. That was the first time that I ever thought about you know, having a super strong amp to nuke enemies. My old Switch crashed like 5 days before Araxia dropped. Oh my god, that's criminal. MR23, but I want them more now. Yeah. No, it's very useful. Maybe some Tears of the Kingdom on Twitch TV. Oh, maybe. I don't really care about playing any of the first-party games on the Switch. I want to see how Tanuki Sunset runs. I want to see how... I've got a lot of games like roguelikes that I've been dying to see how they run. And I think it would be cool. Obviously, the selection is somewhat limited, so I still will have a PC. But I've realized that, like, I can have a Switch 2 now and, you know, output at 60 FPS, 1080p, and then I can play some Smash Bros or shit like that on stream. But I will say I have a potential that we do have another guest stream coming up on Saturday. It's not 100% locked down, but I'm looking at Saturday. I don't know exactly how long, but yeah, of course I've mentioned it before. Jared, I mean, he was on a stream a long time ago, but let's put that in. I've got the blues and the yellows to burn. I don't need the shards anymore. I've equipped all the shards. I mean, I can show it, but yeah, you can see I got quite the stockpile. All right. I think it's time. What am I thinking? We have time for a few more game. Let me think. I've got stuff coming up in the 1999 calendar. Yeah, look at this, built forma or violet shard, but I don't need as many built forma as I used to, so I'm kind of fine with that. Yeah, fucking 6,000 endo. And then you only get one reward after this. And then I know I need some Nightwave stuff. Yeah, defeat 3 necromechs. No. Place 1 decoration in your orbiter. Capture missions, sabotage missions. What do you guys think? When's the guest stream with your brother? Every Friday. If I don't have another scheduled stream, then every Friday is Night Rain with Avi. That's my little brother. He's not on camera. We don't really do that much. He doesn't really like doing that, but that is when I get to play with him. So we're clip farming like crazy now, and with the double bonk, the giga bonk is nuts. Yeah, I'm doing it. Where? Oh, I know where I'm doing it. I'm doing it on Cassini. And I'll get a Kuva larvaling spawn. I'll get 200 Kuva every time, whatever. Get a little bit extra Kuva. Javi or Avi? AVI, yeah. Yeah, we'll do 3 capture missions and just kill the thing.
With quick deaths, and I with your victory.
I want to see if I can keep my shit active, though. That's actually a pretty important thing, chat. Hit this. Oh, they're just gonna die too easily. Oh, they're just gonna die too easily, chat. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I'm not gonna have any energy. I guess I could pop an energy pizza. I wonder if I can just kill them. Just kill them outright? Nope, I'm out of energy. Wow, interesting. What do you think, chat? Is this the maxed out Araxia loadout?
Excellent work.
Maxia Araxia? That's what they call me.
Your part is done
Yep,
here.
that's definitely what they call me. Nice, there you go. There's 300 energy. Okay. Oh, shit. What did I tell you, man? Are there enemies anywhere near me? Am I hitting? What am I hitting? Oh, there are enemies there. Oh, nice. Thank God for the glaive. I revive off of enemies I can't even see. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know if the Kuva larvaling's gonna spawn, but I can be invisible now.
Soldier, you have been nominated. Your glory awaits in her fortress.
Decides to do 3 capture missions at the end of the stream. Don't worry, I'll still do Warframe content. Oh shit, dude. Don't treat me like that. Okay, there's the 200 Kuva. Definitely don't activate him. Definitely do not activate him. We'll kill this guy. Nice, chat. There you go. 135 health. Or 135 energy. There you go. Dash on through. Shout out Sarita. Welcome in. Sorry I've been missing. Oh, all good, Sarita. Don't worry about it. No, I'm glad to have the streams up. I've been doing them on like a slightly different schedule now, but the goal is to kind of do some as many guest streams as I can. So that means like on Fridays I'm trying to get Avi in for some Night Rain. I really want to start cutting out some Night Rain clips because I feel like those would just be so fire.
And so we learn
They're totally
the
gaming, dude.
importance of clarity
That game,
and purpose.
dude. I used to. I'll say it, man. I beat the final boss solo 5 times in a row with the Executor. That was my peak. That was when I was the best at Night Rain, and then I tried it recently and I got completely obliterated. I always hear announcements of your live, so yeah. Oh yeah, I appreciate it, Sarita. But it's more that I really wanted to get good at it because it's a fucking awesome boss fight. It is such a sick boss fight. that I feel like, you know, I'm talking to my friend for this Saturday stream, and part of it was like I was kind of unsure whether we would be like playing games together or I would just be playing something and just be like chatting and doing more of like an interview process and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it was feeling more casual. I was trying to think up some questions and he's a musician, I'll say that. He's got a Spotify, I think, so I'm gonna be sitting down and listening to some of his music, and I've heard some of it already and I really like it, but unfortunately I have not sat down all the way and listened to all of it. But I mean, he's a pretty awesome dude, and not pretty awesome, he's really awesome, but you know, I did a stream with him way back in the day, and it was like my first foray into group streaming and stuff like that, and doing guest streams and stuff like that, and that has just been my joy. And you know, it's been part of why I'm expanding a little bit and doing kind of the game reviewer stuff, and you know, stuff that I've done in the past. And I was thinking about doing kind of a video or something like that. I've been wanting to cut up some of the streams that I've been doing and put them into a separate video and just cover, hey, this game is cool. You know, it's like a party game or whatever. You know, like we've been playing Override, and it was cool to see people engaging and stuff like that. Oh, not doing that. Chill. Max Gaming. Alright. And then we get 200 Kuva, and then we pop on out of here, and we got one more left, and then we'll just get out of here. I'm loving Equilibrium. I'm like, you know, I'm not always using Equilibrium. I think it's insanely powerful, but you know, there's definitely situations where I'm like, okay, this is like the perfect moment for Equilibrium. This is like so good. But yeah, let's call it. Let's do one more, and then I'll call it for the night. So yeah, I will say my raffle is happening next week. That's happening next Tuesday. So I'll have announcements going up on Discord. And then I always, in the events now, if you go to the Discord page and then you go to events, you can see all of my scheduled streams. I'll also schedule them on YouTube as well. So that's like the primary place if you guys are curious to know when I'm going to be streaming next. It'll at least have a title of what the game will be. I don't always update the thumbnails as of, but yeah, I think tomorrow will be a crazy one for you guys. Like it's a way different vibe, and it seems so different, but then at a certain point you get like these fucking modded weapons. You add a couple attachments to them, you start to get a combo going, you start to get some synergies going, and then now you are just like wiping shit, and you kind of need it because there's like certain enemies that are pretty deadly. But I've been looking at some mods that I probably need to turn off because I'm pretty sure they're making the game harder. I'm pretty sure they're adding like a shit ton of really dangerous enemies that are ruining my life. That should be all the energy I need, but oh, too slow again. Not too slow on that. There you go. Okay, chill. All right, sweet. So yeah, I'm wanting to do more Night Rain as well, just because like that is like, it's been so long since I've been able to like do streams with Avi and do stuff like that, and they're just, you know, it is such a fun game, and we're very good at it too. Like we are actually like we've been doing the double Raider combo, and that's it. Like something about we perfectly stagger the bonks. Like they're like one after another in perfect rhythm, and we can like stun lock anything in the game. And well, you can almost stun lock anything in the game already, but it is just like so powerful, and you know, you get more likelihood for like colossal weapons, great hammers, and great axes. So we started trading weapons between, like, if I got a weapon that was good, then I would give it to him, and if he got a weapon that was good, then he would give it to me, and we would like go back and forth. So that's why, like, you know, every Friday we do that, and then every Thursday, you know, me and Avi do a couple rounds just together off camera and get some practice in, and it's just like, dude, I like I don't know, you'll see it. You see the brother, the single brain cell. It's way more apparent. Sometimes it's not always clear, but in those moments, he kind of guides the mission. He'll like tell me where to go, and then I'll just like loot and be slightly behind him. But then for the final boss, then we're locked in, and like the night bosses and shit, then we're like in perfect sync. And oh my god, I've been looking for that coveted third. They have very big shoes to fill, but that coveted third slot is looking kind of crazy. But yeah, I've been thinking about putting out Night Rain clips and seeing how those perform, because those are like things that I put out consistently, and it's like one game that I can always have clips coming out of. So I've been wanting to go through and cut them out, and I have it all on one. I have it all on this computer now. So I was thinking, I don't know how I'd mix it in, but I was thinking I could like do some Night Rain and then like do some of the in-person or like the guest stream stuff. So that's currently what I'm working on. But yeah, I mean, I should mention it if anybody's interested. My raffle is happening next week on Tuesday. And when I talk about the raffle, that is part of my Discord. So link to my Discord is in my profile on TikTok. It's in the About section on Twitch, and it's in the description on YouTube. You can also do !Discord on Twitch. But yeah, definitely go there if you've enjoyed the content and you want some free stuff. I'm extending the window because I've been staggering the videos a little bit more. So, you know, I'm spreading out the Warframe content a little bit. So yeah, next week we're going to be doing that on Tuesday. And then I'm not sure about the rest of the week next week, but definitely looking at doing Night Rain on Friday. I might do something on Wednesday, but yeah, so link to my Discord is there. And then the way that the raffle works is when you join the first time for that first month, you're automatically entered. And then for future months, you just show up and say hi and be in the Discord, and then you'll be automatically entered. And I have a record of that. So yeah, you can win a Prime Warframe set of your choice. You could win a max rank Acolyte Arcane. There's a wheel for some Rivens, some Veiled Rivens. There's a wheel for a random Prime weapon set as well. So yeah, get some free stuff. And then there is also a community showcase that happens alongside that. So basically you submit like builds or fashion or kind of whatever you want, and then you can get a double entry in the raffle. And you can also submit for multiple months, so you can be chill and don't necessarily have to always be in the Discord. So I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I got for you. I will be back tomorrow with Synthetic 2, so get ready for some crazy, like if I want to succeed in that game, I will need some bonkers ass combos. So you'll see me break the game. You'll see me use modded weapons that, you know, I'll break down how the engine works and how this is actually a very advanced game, even though it's top down and all this stuff. So, you know, the games that I show off in these like game review streams are going to be like, I play a lot of them. They're like, you know, they come out with an update that I'm already playing regularly. So, you know, I already had, every time there was an update for these games, I'm going in and playing them. So this is one example. So hope you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you did watch on YouTube and you enjoyed, I do appreciate it if you drop a like. That's all I got for you. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.